5. So when we get to Championship Sunday, you can get away with a slow start. We're going to start with the ladies singles. Anna Leigh Waters, who has been dominant in singles, playing Callie Smith. What do you expect to see here, Pat?
Well, you know, Anna Leigh's been pretty tough to beat in singles this year, and so Callie really hasn't that much to lose. I think so. I think she can play pretty free. One thing she definitely does not want to do is have a slow start against Anna Leigh. I mean, she should be going out firing away and seeing if she gets an early lead, and maybe she can get in Anna Leigh's head a little bit and make it a little tighter and get some points out of that. Yeah,
when you come out and you know you've not beaten her this year, quite frankly. She's had her opportunity. She's had her Utah fans behind her even at Tournament of Champions, and was able to get some points going here. But I think you're right. Just bring it and go for it. Anna Leigh Waters, of course, has talked a lot about the fact that this is her favorite of the event. She loves singles more than anything, so she's going to come out motivated. Obviously, she'd love to get to a Triple Crown. You got to win the first one to get to the next two. So, best 3 out of 5 here. Peachtree Classic, powered by Invited.
Oh, you're here, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear you. Come on now.
Callie Smith will start the day with the serve. Let's play pickleball. Just tremendous reach from Anna Leigh Waters already on the first point.
That's some great court coverage there, the net.
Zero.
Savon Hunter and Dave Johnson.
Again, Callie Smith has played 2 great points and has nothing to show for it.
Anna Leigh returns that ball so deep close to the line, and the next one goes the opposite line.
1-0.
Man,
Callie chose not to come in behind that return. Chooses to stay back again, so she's going to try and counter punch today.
Point.
Good idea.
Good idea to try the lob. Just goes a little deep, and the athleticism and shot making of Anna Leigh Waters already evident. And a
point.
Nice little 2-hander down the line and dictating from the get-go.
Yeah, I think you just mentioned that Callie is electing not to come in, but I think it's Anna Leigh's deep shots that are forcing her to stay back.
3-0.
Otherwise, she's going to get caught in no man's land.
Oh, so Callie does finally approach the net and gets a mistake from Anna Leigh Waters. So let's see if she can find something to get on the board here.
See again, she came in off a 5th, not off a 3rd.
0-3.
Return was so deep again.
Point. 1-3. Side out.
Something she's going to want to try and take advantage of. A really nice serve from Callie. Got a short return and was ahead in the point.
3-1.
Oh, wow. That's just a great ball. That's just an amazing volley there from Anna Leigh. So much pressure on that one.
4-1.
Just goes wide. So Callie Smith trying to find something that can get her going here.
Point.
There's a little baseline rally, and then coming in at least puts pressure on Anna Leigh to have to pick a spot.
Absolutely, and I think if Callie can string a couple points together here, the confidence is going to go through the roof a little bit, and hopefully she can make it very, very close here.
That's just too good from Anna Leigh Waters.
Side out.
So Callie has chosen to counterpunch a bit, coming in not on the first ball, but
4-2.
you've got to find a way to make Anna Leigh feel a little uncomfortable.
Side out.
And that's the way to do it. You know, be patient. You got to come in on the 9th, Pat. That's what you got to do.
Whatever works, I would
Yeah.
say in this moment. But yeah, maybe Callie needs to just throw the
2-4.
ball up a little higher, take a little bit of pace off it. You know, make Anna Leigh actually create her own power. Oh, I think that was just in. She could
Just
Right.
made it. So
Replay, I'll recall
on the
the score.
PPA Tour, a serve that hits the net and
2-4.
gets past the kitchen is a let. So we will reserve.
Side
Callie
out.
will try and run down every ball on this court all day long. Her hustle will never be questioned.
No, she's definitely going to leave every single ounce of her energy out there, like she does at every match.
Yes,
And she'll bring the fire, that's for sure.
no doubt.
4-2.
Oh, that's just a great putter there.
Point.
So there's the danger of not coming in. If you hit a shorter return, then you are going to be on the defensive.
5-2.
That's just ridiculous from Anna Leigh
Point.
Waters.
I'm glad I'm not out there. I can tell you that right now. That's just,
I mean, Callie does everything you'd want to do on that ball off the tape, putting it down in the kitchen.
Timeout receiver.
And we've got a timeout called by Callie
6-2.
Smith. So Anna Leigh Waters is off and running. Callie's playing solid. It's just a little too much from Anna Leigh Waters right now. So they're going to talk about it. Obviously, Anna Leigh Waters
Well, what do you think?
looking to get a triple crown today. This is step number 1. All right, welcome back, everybody. Dave Fleming with Pat Smith here. Championship Sunday at the Peachtree Classic, powered by Invited. This is the PPA Tour, and that is Anna Leigh Waters off and running here in game number 1. That's a great
Nice.
point by Callie Smith right there. She had Anna Leigh Waters on the defensive.
way to scramble and extend that point on Callie's behalf there. I mean, she just has to try and stay in that point as long as she physically can.
And there's a beautiful two-handed backhand that goes from line to line cross court. It's the danger of returning the ball and giving angles. They got to make it, but you give them one.
Point.
Here we go. 3 in a row.
And that sails deep. So after the timeout, Callie Smith has
4-6.
won 3 rallies in a row and is within 2.
Let's go.
Point. 5-6. Timeout receiver.
All right, so out of the timeout, Callie Smith looking very, very good. So within 1 here, Pat Smith, and timeouts can really pay dividends.
Well, you called the timeout wizard. I think
Yes.
the first time I ever heard that term was from you on the mic. And funny enough, it's definitely a wizard, because that thing turns around the momentum like crazy, and you can be in the biggest run and playing absolutely amazing, feeling the ball, and then suddenly one time out just throws the whole thing off and just reverses the whole momentum.
Yeah, it can be the great equalizer for just your fitness. You run around on a long point. Let's just not play a point where we're not sharp. And now you watch Anna Leigh Waters come out banging balls all over the corners and up 6-2, and now 5-6. Couple mistakes. Guess whose confidence is rising? That's our friend Callie Smith from Utah, and here we go.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of people do, what very underutilized is a offensive timeout sometimes.
Yes.
Just for the same reason that you just said.
Time in, 5-6.
So here we go, 1 point game.
Point.
And again, Callie Smith waiting for a ball in that groundies battle that is short that she can approach. It looks a lot like a tennis singles match here.
6-6.
I think it's going to be a little bit different with the men's later. Probably a lot more cat and mouse.
I like the aggression from Callie Smith. A drop shot has got to be perfect or you're welcoming trouble.
6-6.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Especially if somebody that loses well down a league.
Fault. Side out.
Serve just goes right back. So the Callie Smith freight train will roll down.
Out.
Point.
Wow, now a missed return. This is a spot Callie has got to seize it. Hit a big serve. Play another one of these tennis-style points where she chips and charges when she gets a short ball. Wow. And Callie had a huge opportunity on the ball that kissed over, but Anna Leigh Waters guesses right. And then a rare firefight in women's singles, Pat.
Pretty amazing how she got that back and then guessed correctly.
Point.
There's just a little come on from Anna Leigh Waters there, so stops the run from Callie Smith.
7-7.
Tremendous return from Callie Smith there. That's just great pickleball from Callie Smith.
Side out.
I think one thing she might, when she's coming in, I think one thing she might need to do is actually try and draw Anna Leigh in a little bit, utilizing a bit of
7-7.
Drawing it in and out of the court and forcing her to actually get up on the ball and having maybe an easier put away.
Oh, and the net.
Side out.
Can be the great momentum killer. You hope those go your way. So 7-8.
I had a couple
7-7.
Yeah. This one didn't admit. Oh, that's a great
gorgeous from Callie Smith.
Side out.
It is Callie that's bringing the fireworks in the second half of game one. Again, best of 5. What a battle to start the day.
7-7.
Nice.
Point.
But it just shows you, like what we said earlier before the match started, this is the most important set for Callie right now, because if she wins this one, she's going to believe that she actually can really do this. She's going to believe anyway that she can beat anybody, but it's really going to boost her confidence for the remainder of the match.
No doubt, and then not worry about placing a ball like that one. Just hit it, just hit out. You've got the shots. Oh.
I saw that out.
And Wayne Anderson
Side
confirms
out.
that was out. We do have replay if Callie Smith desired. She does not. That ball did look clearly wide from where we sit. That's an unbelievable return right there. My goodness, the return game from Callie Smith has been tremendous.
She kept it low, pushed her out off the court, and kind of drew in a little bit too. And you're going to, even from Anna Leigh, you're going to get some higher balls there that you can pull up and punch away.
Yeah, if you let her just roam a parallel baseline, she's going to step in it and punish it.
She's so good side to side.
Point.
Big serve there, and Callie Smith now leads 9-7.
9-7.
Maybe we get lucky and see an ace.
Yeah, it's nothing like that. That's a great reach.
Callie just fell.
Callie on the dead sprint.
Side out.
She's okay.
Fortunately, did not hit her head on that roll, so no one's tougher than Callie Smith. Glad she's okay.
7-9.
As we talked about, she'll chase down every ball. And look at her follow that in and have a fist pump to go with it. So 1 point after being on the deck comes flying up and finishes. That's a beautiful job by Callie right there.
Unbelievable. Let's see if she can capitalize on this now and get a point out of it.
9-7.
So 9-7, game 1.
What a backhand.
Point.
What a backhand.
And that ball slides down the line and hits the line, and Callie Smith has Anna Leigh Waters is sitting, so I assume she's called a timeout over there.
Timeout.
And
Receiver.
she has. So
10-7.
what a rally. Down 6-2 early. She has won 8 of the last 9 points here. Callie Smith looking fantastic. Even been on the ground. Can she finish? We'll see when we come back. All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the PPA Tour. Beautiful look at the Peachtree City Tennis Center. It is a gorgeous day for pickleball with Pat Smith. Pat, what a comeback from Callie Smith here.
Unbelievable run. I mean, she was just really just going painting lines almost. And that's what it takes to beat Anna Leigh. And let's see if she can close this set out and, again, keep that momentum going and hope to make it a close match for all the spectators.
Yep. She certainly delivered that here, and can she finish game 1 right here? Oh, had a good look at it. Catches the net, so.
An neck court would have come in handy on that one.
That would have been a nice time for that.
7-10.
Another gorgeous return.
Yeah, come on.
Smoking returns, which really puts the pressure on Anna Leigh Waters from the jump. Second chance here for Callie.
Absolutely painting lines.
Oh, no. And Anna Leigh Waters just let up a little bit on that. Waited for Callie Smith to move and hits the tape. So Callie Smith on an absolute rampage. 9-1 to end game number 1. We've got quite a match. Stay tuned for game number 2. Welcome back to the PPA Tour. This is the Peachtree Classic powered by Invited. And you want to talk about who's powered right now. It is Callie Smith.
0-0.
Wins game 1, hit the deck, was down 4 early. Impressive. She's everywhere. Couldn't get that back.
Point.
Much shorter return there. Set that off for Anna Leigh Waters.
1-0.
Yeah.
Point.
Just wide, and what a track down from Anna Leigh Waters, and then goes back cross court where it looked like down the line was where the shot was going to come, and there's that net court we talked about. Yeah. Because Anna Leigh Waters appeared to be on a mission there.
0-2.
And that said you can just slow your roll, literally.
Side out.
So there you saw Anna Leigh Waters go for a little more on her return.
2-0.
That's tremendous right there, and great anticipation from both players.
Point.
What do I got to do?
3-0.
That is the answer right there, and I think she has done a great job of taking advantage of anything in the transition area that she can punish and come in.
0-3.
No.
Point.
Full stretch, Callie Smith still slides it down the line. Higher part of the net, that's impressive.
1-3. Point.
You're so ready to hit the ball at a certain height, and then it goes up. And on two-handed backhand especially, you got to bring both your arms up.
2-3.
Two levers are harder to move than one.
Point.
Let's go, Callie. Here we go.
3-3. Point.
And again, just hanging there, banging balls from the baseline, forcing Anna Leigh to have to do more with it because she's been passed today.
4-3. Point.
Let's go, Callie. Here we go. Here we go.
5-3.
That's a huge mountain.
Hell.
I mean, look at that play by Callie Smith.
Point.
She did what you mentioned earlier, left it short on the
100%.
approach.
Because now you can't put as much power on. And Leigh has such an amazing drive through the ball. But you can't do
Callie
that there.
Smith on a rampage again here in game 2. All right, we are back. We had a huge run for Callie Smith in game 1. We've had another one here. She dropped the first 3 points, and now she's won 6 straight.
6-3.
Time in. 6-3.
And that is a wicked two-hander right there.
Time out.
I mean,
So
that's
much
just
left-handed now.
stupidly good. I mean, that's just outrageous.
And again,
I was
that's
always going to say she's going to pull across court because the back and roll is just.
3-6.
I mean. Oh,
Point.
tremendous stab volley from Anna Leigh Waters on a really nice roller from the forehand side of Callie.
4-6.
Look at that.
was that an ATP around the bush from the baseline?
We had an ATP in singles there from deep.
5-6.
Let's go, Callie. Let's go.
Side out.
It's a big miss because Callie Smith was in control of the point when she was serving last. Went with another drop shot. We saw the amazing answer for Anna Leigh
6-5.
Waters there. So keeping the lead for the confidence is big here.
This point's super important right now to see if she can stretch the lead again.
Side out. Five, 6.
You've noticed over the last probably 4 or 5 points that Anna Leigh was serving, Callie's returns got shorter.
Yeah.
That's what I
Timeout
was mentioning
receiver.
earlier. Can she
6-6.
physically sustain that and get her legs into it to create that depth into the court to push Anna Leigh off the baseline and actually make her cover more ground with her strokes?
Yeah, so everything is cumulative. And if you exert everything you got in game 1 of a best of 5, that's going to be a problem long term. We've already seen a foot and a half off the return change right here. Could be the fact that Anna Leigh Waters is serving a little heavier. We talked about that. We can feel a slight breeze here,
Picking
Pat.
up, yeah, a little bit.
What would you tell Anna Leigh Waters over here? Comes in as a pretty significant favorite. She's only lost once in singles all year. Loses game 1. Has seen big runs go against her.
You know, I would tell her just, relax, play your game. Callie's playing amazing. She's putting pressure on her. And there will always be one point in a match where you can turn it around, whether it's going your way or not. And if you can capitalize on that, you can change the momentum and you can really switch the whole game. So she just stays mentally with it, just plays the game, doesn't get nervous about making some mistakes.
Time in. 6-6.
You can turn around in a split second.
Oh my goodness.
Point.
There was crazy spin on that stab, and Callie read it perfectly.
But again,
7-6.
Maybe it's the wind now picking up a little bit.
Point.
That's another tremendous ball from the baseline from Anna Leigh Waters. And now she's put in a run together.
8-6.
It's 5 straight for AL.
Point.
But look at where the balls land right now for AL. How far back in the court of Callie they land, and how far the balls land.
9-6.
We've had a tilted court all day here. Another short return. Got a gift there that
Side out.
was missed.
I think she needed that one. Get a little breather.
Callie, let's go.
Stop the AL train here for a second.
6-9.
So 6 straight for Anna Leigh Waters.
Point.
Yeah,
That's a Ned Love.
Right here.
It's cruel.
it's cruel. We've all had it go
7-9.
both ways,
Oh boy.
and we will always continue to have it go both ways. You just hope on the big points it goes your way. 0-0, no big whoop.
Look how far back behind the
Side
baseline
out.
Callie is being
Yeah.
pushed right now. Again, you see a little bit of shade in the back where Callie is, and she's been in that shade. She hasn't been able to step onto the
9-7.
baseline at all when she was hitting out on the ball. So again, that's AL putting pressure on her.
Point.
Recognizing that goes
Timeout.
for a lot
Receiver.
on that return. So
10-7.
Callie Smith up a game and up 6-3, but now is staring at a 7-10 deficit. So now you course correct. That's what we saw there, Pat. We talked about she's been in the shadows. The returns are shorter. How do you find that equilibrium of getting back to the pace and the depth that you had in game 1?
I think you just again, you have to just try and stick with it. Believe that you can do it. And maybe if it's harder for her to hit deep now, maybe draw her in a little bit more. Keep it a little bit lower. Play a bit of an opener. Force her to actually head up on the ball, not being able to step in and swing out on the ball and push you back. But maybe play a little bit more of that. You might be able to get some errors out of it because it's a rhythm game, and AL's getting great rhythm off the baseline right now, getting some points pretty quickly. So you have to try and break that momentum that AL has right now.
Yeah, I think the one point you make that I love right there is that whole idea of low and shorter. Everybody thinks you got to just hit everything hard. Well, they're going to get in a groove like you've seen both players have in this match. If it's short, you got to come up and flick it up. You're going to get an easier volley.
I think one thing I think anybody always thinks the harder you hit, the better it is, and in pickleball that's not correct. You can't hit very many winners.
Miss
Angle.
Smith. 0 timeout.
Geometry is a lot more
Waters,
important
1
for that,
timeout.
and a certain pace.
Time in.
Against certain players, they love pace.
10-6.
Some players don't like the pace.
Rough
And both these girls have a lot of power, and they love the pace.
Just deep there. So timeout works.
It was 10-7.
Game
Now it's
point
7-10.
saved.
Your wizard has struck again, Dave.
Yes.
Time in.
Wizard is
7-10.
powerful. It just stays in. Oh, and had the court.
Point.
But the net again, not kind to Anna Leigh Waters. So a couple of those at crunch time, one that flicked over, and then that's a clean winner that is propelled wide.
Well, there's two ways of looking at that. It was very kind to Callie.
8-10.
Exactly. Somebody's always going to be happy.
Yeah.
And in a moment.
I think we jinxed it a little bit too early.
Side out.
Okay. Try number 2 here.
10-8.
And that'll do it. So we will play at least 4 for sure. Callie Smith up 6-3 in game 2, and then Anna Leigh Waters found it. A lot of that had to do with the depth of the ball from Callie Smith. So we'll find out now. Is it side? We'll see in game number 3. All right, everybody, welcome back. Dave Fleming with one of the top players in the world, Pat Smith, in the booth with me today. And Pat, we have had quite a show so far today.
It's been a mirror image, honestly.
Yes.
Both sets, one up big in the first half of each game, and then the other girl turns around and wins it.
And right out of the gate here, Callie Smith
1-0.
depth of shot has improved immediately.
Oh, did she get that? She dove.
Double bounce.
Double bounce on that.
What an effort, though. You know, it'd be interesting to see now if,
0-1.
how much depth AL will be able to get on this side with her shots. Because if she can't get depth on this side either,
Side out.
then,
I
think
saw
the
that
wind's
out.
really starting to play a factor. So you kind of know which way the wind's blowing and helping or not.
Yeah, this will sort of show us his side.
1-0.
Really the queen of this court here. Just a tremendous volley before that, because Anna Leigh on the dead sprint hooked a cross-court dipper.
I mean, Callie getting that low, that hurts my back.
2-0.
Just doesn't miss leg day to be able to get there.
No.
Look at this insanity. Oh, my.
Great scrambling with Callie.
What a scamper.
Take some deep breaths.
Point.
Maybe do a little,
Yeah, this is one of those let the
your
ball.
hand.
Yeah. That's savvy veteran moment here. Whether she needed the towel or not, she needed the towel.
She needed the towel.
3-0.
So again, a run to start here. 3 quick ones.
And again, I think one side actually does help.
Timeout, receiver.
It looks like Callie, when she hits the ball, it's penetrating through the court more right now.
Another early timeout. So this is interesting to say the least, because the player on the side Callie Smith is currently playing has been able to dictate the points in general, not every time, because where the ball is landing is within inches of the baseline, Pat.
Correct, yeah. And it seems like, now again, just like earlier, AL was able to push Callie further back. From this angle, this vantage point, it just looks like Callie's able to push AL back again. Her ball's a little bit deep again in the court. Like I said, they penetrate through the court more. They skip a little bit more again. So there's a little bit more force behind it. And they don't float as much. So it forces, again, AL puts some more pressure on her. And if Callie's able to keep going, man, even AL might feel some pressure every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, if this keeps up, for sure.
Here comes a bit more breeze.
And that
Side
is
out.
an absolute missile ripped down the Rhine.
Holy smokes.
Because Callie Smith cannot hit a better approach than that.
No, not at all.
0-4.
Look at her scamper, my goodness.
Point.
Okay, so that breaks the 4-point start for Smith here in game number 3. Again, best of 5, everybody, so this is not a deciding game.
Again, third
1-4.
game in a row where one of the two has a big lead to start out the game.
And that's a good, deep
Point.
approach from Anna Leigh Waters there. So Folks, if you have an aspiration to play singles pickleball, I think you have seen today that depth of shot is the magic.
And if you don't, I don't blame you at all.
That's just too good there. Yeah,
Point.
singles hurts, Pat. Let's be honest.
Hey, there's a reason I don't play.
I mean, you're like, it's only 44 by 20. A lot of us, like yourself and myself, played a lot of tennis on a much bigger court, but this thing, it freaking hurts.
It's a lot of lateral movement.
Yes.
And the ball does not bounce like it does in tennis. And in tennis, you can
3-4.
ball an ace and get a
Yes.
couple of free points and make you feel a lot better.
And Callie guesses cross
Point.
court, and Anna Leigh just slides it down the line, as you can see right here. Step the wrong way. You got to anticipate.
If I was Callie, I would just honestly just slow roll that ball back. Just a little bit of fair gamesmanship here. Catch your breath. You know, try to get a little bit of a break there.
That is just an absolutely punch-perfect volley to be able to put that thing within 2 inches of the line on the ball before.
5-4.
And now we've got Callie Smith calling timeout. So everyone's calling timeout, as well they should. And a 4-0 deficit has been erased just like that by Anna Leigh Waters. We'll be back to see if she can keep it going after this. All right, everybody, welcome back. Good look at Anna Leigh Waters. Now it is her
I'm in.
on
5-4.
the run. She's got 5 in a row. Callie Smith has called timeout.
Point.
And again, so much pressure.
Six, 4.
That's just so good.
Point.
Man.
Because your body positioning to be able to hit a two-handed backhand there, you have to leave your left hand behind instead of pulling through like we saw with the cross-court two-hander before, and that is as good as it gets right there, Pat.
She waited as long as she could to decide which way she's going to hit that ball.
7-4.
And, she got Callie guessing, and unfortunately, Callie guessed the wrong way for her. But
Point.
again, here, I think the amount of pressure Anna Leigh's putting on her, keeping the ball deep, is slowly even wearing down somebody with an amazing shape like Callie,
8-4.
physically strong and fit.
Side out.
Goes for a little too much angle there, does Anna Leigh Waters, but she is rolling. There's a good look at Callie Smith, Utah's favorite.
4-8.
Has seen 8 points in a row go for Anna Leigh Waters.
Let's go!
So that breaks the string right there.
Point.
In this game, AL really hasn't missed much at all. I mean, this was, if I recall correctly, but this might have been only the first 2 that she's missed back to back.
Yeah, she's playing so clean. So when you're playing that precise
5-8.
and that clean, that is, sometimes you just got to tip your cap. You don't want to do it, but it is reality.
What else are you going to do?
Exactly.
Let's go!
Yeah, Callie's not playing bad at all. She's playing an amazing match.
Fantastic. That's what the fans want. It's what we want. Just high level. Come into Sunday and play at your absolute best, and then let the best player win.
6-8.
There you go.
Great serve,
Point.
Callie. Here we go. Great serve. Here we go. Great here.
So obviously what starts
You
the
both
whole
have one
process
timeout
of
left.
depth is going for your serve in singles.
7-8.
I think it's weight. The serve is definitely a much bigger factor and more important in singles than it is in doubles.
And that's wide, and suddenly so we went, I guess we're handing out packs of 4 here. 4 zip, 2 packs, 8-4, Anna Leigh Waters. 1 pack of 4, Callie Smith. And we got snowmen on the board here in September in Atlanta. It's 8-8.
Let's see if we can get another 4-pack. You know, it'd be kind of funny to see that.
It's just for those that have played a solo sport, tennis, whatever, to have that internal confidence when you're down and when you're being pushed takes a lot out of you mentally too, Pat. You know, I know you coach. What do you tell your students or even yourself when you are feeling like you're playing great and you got to find another level?
You know, the hardest thing I think in any kind of sport like this, whether it's pickleball, tennis, is not to drag the previous point into the next point, because you got to try and trick your mind and really try to neutralize that, and so you have a totally fresh mind each point. And again, the best players can master that.
Time
they don't
in.
worry about if they make a mistake
8-8.
or hit a winner. It doesn't affect them at all, and they just play each point at a time, and therefore able to really focus and execute their next shots.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, she set that up
Side
perfectly.
out.
She's even saying that was so good. Just came up just short on the forehand. She had Anna Leigh lunging in the
8-8.
other direction.
What a cruel game this thing is sometimes. That's a perfect response, though.
Side
She's in
out.
it seems like she is believing in herself. She is in a very good spot, even though it's a close match. She made an error that she wants back. She probably misses that 1 out of 100. And what a great response to come back and get the serve back.
Did exactly what you talked about. Just that
8-8.
last point was over and came out and played a great receiving
Laughed it off,
point.
smiled, relaxed.
Ooh, and just goes for a little too much, but
Side
she got
out.
there.
And that's one of the things that makes Anna Leigh so good. If she gets stretched on that, she can roll cross court on both wings. And it makes her dangerous because she just has all the options in that case. And her back and roll is probably on the run her best shot she might have. On top of that, not a lot of people have that, guy or girl.
8-8.
And Callie Smith on the dead run.
Painting lines again. That's what it takes.
And she's got the fist
Side
in there,
out.
and the come on decibel level is going up. So the Snowmen and Olaf are proud that 8-8 has maintained its presence here.
8-8.
I guess we broke the cycle here so far.
Just a tremendous point of women's pickleball singles right there. Both players stretched.
I mean, again, she waited as long as she could to decide to see which way Callie's moving. And what else are you going to do if you're Callie? You stand there, he's getting these amazing passing shots back. And another one comes, and another one comes.
Got to play the next point and put pressure
Good
on.
return.
Side out.
So the serve and return game has again gotten her back at 8-all.
Again, that ball looked like it really
8-8.
penetrated through the court there. And, you know, this court is a little different than some of the other ones. It plays a little bit different.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and that stays in from Callie Smith. We are covering sideline to sideline. Ball's hitting the line. This is nuts.
We've met Leah Jensen say, wow.
Point.
Yes, one of the best singles players is sitting just to our right. And when you get other pros going, wow, that tells you
9-8.
something happened special there.
We're good.
About that one.
You know, it's interesting with singles matches. Sometimes you don't get a lot of energy because the points are shorter. somebody is dominating one way or the other. This is as good as it gets right here because of the quality these ladies are playing it and the hustle and determination. Who can get to the finish line here in game 3?
Who wants it more?
Point.
That's the thing. That ball floated, gave Al a lot of time.
And you saw Callie Smith dejectedly say, stop moving. She moved too early there. We talked about Anna Leigh will hold it, but that time she telegraphed where that was going to be. 99. Just ridiculous. Come on, Callie Smith. Are you kidding me?
Boy, I mean, I think that's worth a come on straight towards AL.
Yeah. Oh, and those come-ons, they have a recipient in mind. There's no doubt about it.
It's absolutely. She probably has one of the best come-on stare-downs in the game.
And it's part of the package, isn't it, Pat?
Absolutely.
And look at this. Anna Leigh Waters pushes that deep. She came back and was up 8-4, and it is now game point for Callie Smith at 10-9.
Sometimes the easiest balls are the hardest ones to hit.
And again, the forehand inside out saves it. I love the aggressive point. That wasn't a tight point by Callie at all. Went for it.
Not 10. Point.
Just wide, and the net is a factor. It's going to take more than 11, Pat. Got to win by 2.
10-10.
Out there, wouldn't you just wish you could 11 straight? Make it a lot easier.
Yes, it would. And that was a point where we've seen Callie take one of those shorter balls, and she dictated and pushed the pace. Now we got a game point on the other side.
I think on that one, I mean, it's easier said than done, but I think she could have come in. She had 2 tremendous deep returns pushing in AL back. She could have maybe seized that opportunity, but again, easier said than done.
So we got Anna Leigh.
There you see Anna Leigh Waters getting instruction from her mother. What a battle here. And this is just the first of 5 finals today. We'll be right back with the conclusion. Welcome back, everybody. The level is extraordinary. The tension right now is extraordinary. Will we have an extraordinary point to finish this? Callie Smith had a game point, played it aggressive, just got beat by a better shot.
There
from
are
Anna Leigh
0
Waters.
timeouts left this game. Time in. You're good.
What a great show these girls are putting on here. I mean,
fantastic.
11-10.
High level.
Oh, and that just says deep. So very few errors from Callie down the stretch, but at the worst possible time, pushes a backhand, flies it deep, and it is Anna Leigh Waters up 2-1. So, back and forth and back and forth. We'll see if Callie can force a game 5 when we come back. There's what they're playing for, and boy, are they having to earn it here this morning. Dave Fleming with the great Pat Smith in one of the best singles matches I have ever seen because of the level and what's at stake here, Pat.
Absolutely. I mean, these girls are just leaving it all out there. Callie's doing such an amazing job.
Side out.
And just deep there, we've seen games of runs. We had a 4-0 lead
0-0.
for Callie Smith, an 8-4 lead for Anna Leigh Waters in game 3. Anna Leigh Waters then saw herself have to stare down a match point.
I saw that out.
Or excuse me, a game point, and saved
Point.
it.
I think one of the things that's
Video
most important
challenge.
for Callie is that she
The call on
gets
the
a
court.
quick
Call
she
on the
doesn't slow
court
down,
is
because AL has the upper hand right
in.
now.
So we've got a first
call
challenge
court
of
in.
Championship
Miss Waters is
Sunday
challenging
here,
that.
and
She thought it was out.
Anna Leigh thought she saw her ball in. So let's set the referees. We've got Wayne
Call the court
Anderson
was
is the
out.
lead referee who's been calling the score. Walt Hooker and Isabel Gauthier are the second referees. Stan Brown's our tracking referee. And this decision sits in Carolyn Duncanson's hands as our video referee. So got to have a timeout to challenge. Obviously, we're 0-0, so everybody's got their timeouts available. Interesting place to use. You know, you always, it's NFL Sunday here. Do you challenge a 5-yard call in the first quarter? This is the same thing, 0-0. But if you're sure you saw it in, why not? Because you don't lose a timeout if you're right.
Absolutely, you got a couple, so why not use them? We haven't seen one yet, and it's been 3 games, so it's been a very fair, cold match, and
Yes.
with a lot of lines hit. So if you really believe that ball's in, then go for it. Why not?
Yeah, and there's a mental component to that too, Pat, because some players, if you miss a call, you might internally go, "Oh no!" Like you lose that laser focus that these two ladies have had
Absolutely.
all day.
It's also a big point for Callie, right? If she, the ball's out and she calls it out and she wins this challenge, or loses it, then she goes up 1-0. So only 10 more points she has to win for this game.
Exactly. I mean, we saw it. You had to go extra pickleball in game number 3. It took 12. So we got the referees huddling up to make sure we got the score right.
Yeah, she would only need 3 more to get the 4, magic 4 in a row.
Exactly. It just felt like 12 had to win when we were going in 4s. I mean,
Exactly.
and thankfully the players paid that off. So I like when you guys do that for me.
Thank you, ladies.
All right, here comes the call.
The call is overturned. The ball was in. Anna Leigh will be serving. The score is 0-0.
All right, so Anna Leigh
Successful.
saw something, challenged it, wins the challenge. So guess what? The scoreboard doesn't change. It's 0-0.
So, and there are no video challenges. No.
Hopefully it doesn't affect Callie now.
Right, because your call.
Time in. 0-0.
Deep, caught the line.
Great serve from AL.
And just clobbering balls in the middle of the
Point.
court.
One zero.
Callie needs to try whatever she can right now to stop this. Stop the momentum that AL has and not get down big.
That's just wide.
Point.
2-zip. Anna Leigh Waters.
It was out. 2-0.
And now those
Point.
shorter returns are getting absolutely punished with low penetrating ground strokes.
It's let's see how bad does Callie want this now? I'm sure she wants it really bad.
Yeah.
But,
What's in the
it's got
tank to deliver the best?
Yeah, she needs to figure out how to get that foot off the gas for AL.
She's definitely slowed the pace here, and Anna Leigh Waters is frustrated.
3-0.
That's okay, as long as the ref doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Point.
Try what you want to do anyway. You want to kind of annoy your opponent a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, all of it matters, especially in a singles environment. There's
4-0.
2 people on the court, period. Oh, and the net won't kiss it away.
Point.
And Anna Leigh Waters 5 straight to start game number 4, and she's got a 2
Timeout.
games to 1 lead.
5-0.
And Callie Smith will call timeout. So Anna Leigh Waters coming out very hot after saving a game point in game number 3. Will she be able to keep this train flying down the tracks? We'll see after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Dave Fleming with the great Pat Smith. And my goodness, Anna Leigh Waters is on point here to start game number 4. 5 straight to start. Callie Smith's called timeout. Here we go. Oh, and a missed return. Hate to do that when you were the one that called timeout.
Yeah, definitely can be very demoralizing. Let's see. I mean, this has been a very, very physical game. Hopefully Callie can turn it around. I'm sure the crowd would love that. There we go.
Flying through the air with the forehand punch finish there. That's well done, Callie Smith. Okay. Runs have been the name of the game here. Let's see if Callie's got one of her own.
It's been 6 though, not 4.
0-6.
So the net gets involved going both directions. Sometimes that's the little catalyst you need.
1-6.
Very, very true. Let's see.
That's a really good volley by Callie Smith, and Anna Leigh Waters is like, thank you, and I'm going to punch that into the open court.
There's nothing she's wrong there.
No.
She just, he'll just guess right. And
6-1.
You know, that anticipation is such a huge part of this sport, singles and doubles, and you can't play at the highest level if you don't have it, and
that's just too big.
Point.
If you look up just pure filth in the dictionary, that's what it is right there.
4-1 cross-court roll. Short hop it.
Callie Smith is counting the number of holes in the DuraFast 40. The answer is 40. She got to about 25.
7.
Really playing slow now. Back to the receiver.
7-1. I'll recall that score. 7-1. Point.
She's begging her legs to be able to drive through that is Callie Smith.
8-1.
Look at that hustle still, but Anna Leigh Waters swats that away with disdain. I am on this.
I think Callie's never ever going to give up, no matter what. And you might see another time.
Timeout.
I mean,
Now
every last reservoir must be tapped here. So the deficit is 9-1. Obviously, Anna Leigh Waters is feeling very good, as she should. If you're Callie, what do you do?
I don't know right now. I think you just have to try and stay with it. You know, hope maybe you get a lucky break. You know, that might change it again. And but it's a very, very, very steep mountain to climb right now. I mean, what is it, 8-1, 3 points away from championship for Anna Leigh.
Yeah, I think we're actually at 9-1, so
9-1.
2 away here. And the, you know, you push yourself till you, not that you break, but that you just, there's no more to give. And the match that has been delivered here, you know, it takes 2 for a great fight. Yes, if one person plays great, good for them, but it's not a fun and entertaining. This is the entertainment business. Callie Smith has put on an unbelievable entertaining show. She's going to try everything she can to get the ball back, but the level for Anna Leigh Waters has been able to stay at the same. Callie's just not quite where it was earlier. Let's see if she can get back to it right here.
Absolutely.
Time in. 9-1.
Get a couple quick points, maybe. Save those legs.
Gets a big two-hander.
Side out.
So gets the ball back. That's step 1. Timeout works for
1-9. Side out.
I don't think she would have missed that in game 1, 2, or 3.
Again, Callie Smith's back to Anna Leigh Waters here.
9-1.
Very Sharapova approach.
Sure is. That
Point.
return goes deep, and Anna Leigh Waters has a match point.
10-1.
And a punch into the open court, finishes it, and in a tremendous battle from both players. Huge cap tip to Callie Smith, but it is Anna Leigh Waters, your singles champion at the Peachtree Classic, powered by Invited. What a match. We'll be back, and Hannah Johns will talk to the winner.
Well, welcome to Center Court. I'm with a very excited Anna Leigh. She's come away with her first title of the day. Anna Leigh, walk me through this. Callie played just so tough. She won that first game. She was up in the second game. What were you thinking at that point?
Yeah, well, Callie and I have played in a final, I think a couple months ago, but it's been a couple months since she's been in one, so I think she came out here ready to play. She came out firing balls. They came out a little slow. I think overall in the entire match, I was getting better as the match was going on, and in the end, I finished on a good note, but the beginning was definitely a little interesting.
Well, this is one of the hardest matches Callie has pushed you in, I believe, at least in the last 6 months. Does this only motivate you to get stronger, faster, better?
It definitely does. I'm very thankful that my mom was on the sideline coaching me because I was doing a couple things that I don't usually do. So hopefully next time I play her, I'll be back on my game and it won't be as close as this time.
Well, this takes down 1 of 3 titles today for you. You're going to vie for the other 2 later on today. Which of these titles would mean the most to you?
I think probably the one with my mom would mean the most to me just because last tournament we didn't do so great and I love playing with her and I want to play with her as long as possible. So I want to keep our confidence high and I always enjoy getting titles with my mom.
She's back here looking for revenge, guys. Well, with that, we're going to bring Curtis Quant from Invited Country Clubs on court now to present your trophy. Curtis.
Hi there. On behalf of Invited, the Peachtree City Tennis Center, the community of Peachtree City, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Yep.
Give her another.